Good morning! No, just kidding.
I'll put that in there. It's already recording.
No, is it really? Go ahead.
Say what you're gonna say now.
Go ahead.
I'll put that in there. I'm going to.
Please don't.
All right, so we are gonna work on the tape this afternoon and see how much we can get done. We're supposed to get some rain tomorrow, so hoping to get all the walls taped. Probably not gonna get the windows cut out yet today, but I guess we'll see. So the tape on this one, it's a little bit different than the roof. We're just gonna start at the top, run our tape straight down on all the seams, and then we'll start on this end and just run it all the way across. So there's not so much of the overlap, start and stop like there was on the roof. I didn't even nail the top on it.
Oh my gosh, we can't even start because you didn't even...
I am not prepared. Can you hold these?
Want me to hold a hammer?
No, we don't need it right this second.
Oh. Can I put these in my pocket?
Sure. Wow, this tape is way thinner. And it wrinkles really easy. Okay.
Okay, what?
It's all you.
You have your knife?
Yeah. Here.
Do you do a little extra or no?
No.
Huh?
No. I should leave the nail gun more. Just leave the Well, we weren't paying attention once we got out of the camera view, and we went all the way across. But if you close your eyes and imagine what we just did on the other side, it was exactly like that on this side. Man, what a boring, monotonous job. But we're done all the way across the back. We did the side, garage side, house side as you saw, and the front of the house. Right here though, we skipped, if you'll notice, we skipped 3 boards because that's where those 3 windows are for the great room. And the boards are kind of wonky, so we'll wait till we get the windows cut out and then we can tape those. I don't want to waste that much tape, but that tape is not too impressed with that tape. It's super thin. We have a bunch of rolls left over, but there's 2 rolls that we opened that are not even usable because the tape is stuck to the when you peel it off, there's no like sticky stuff on the back of the tape. It's stuck to the other tape, so just terrible quality. I don't know if those ones, we had to order the stuff from Home Depot, and I don't know if those ones sat on the shelf and that's why, or if it's just a subpar product, but not super happy with it. We'll return those, and we got enough to finish the walls. And yeah, can't say at this point that I would use this product again, but it is what it is. We're supposed to get some rain tomorrow, so Saturday I think Tina wants the windows in, so I think we'll go to windows next, and then we'll save that gable end between the house and the garage, and then the gable end over there, and then the gable end on the house for another time. But our windows will be here tomorrow, the rest of our windows, so if they're all good and not damaged, we'll get those installed. All right, it's been 2 days I think since we last filmed the taping. We got a little bit of rain, almost an inch, but things are drying out pretty nice. So changing plans. We were gonna start on the windows, but they never showed up. So when the lady called to schedule delivery and we couldn't do it that one Friday, she said she would do it the following Friday, which should have been the other day. But she did it for 2 weeks out, so they're not gonna be here till this Friday. So we're gonna work on the gable ends while we wait for the windows. So I measured this first one. I'm gonna get it ripped down, and then we'll try to install it before Tina comes out. When she comes out, we can do the bigger ones, but I'll see how many of the smaller ones I can do by myself, and then she can help with the heavier ones and the bigger ones. So we'll see if we can't get these gable ends knocked out today. The one between the roof and the garage and the house, I should be able to get it by myself. That one's not too difficult in smaller pieces, so just need her help with the end walls. All right, so I got my nails in for my spacing, and now I'm gonna attempt to bring that board up and hope that it fits. So here goes nothing. Like a glove. I like it. Get some more nails now. Number 2. All right, I'm not sure how many of those I can get. It's gonna get harder because the ladder has to be down low to get it up there. But I'll try one more. What's the worst that happens? It falls. Been through that before. All right, so I explained it in the last video, but as I was editing, it was already too late and I realized I didn't do a great job explaining it. So in theory, you could take the first measurement, which was 35.5 on the short end and 52 on the long end. And you could add, from 52, you could add 17. That's right, 16, what is it, 16.5? Yeah, 16.5 inches to the next board and get your next measurements. But since our boards are not perfect, and this is what I tried explaining last time and it didn't come out right, I don't think. So I don't know how well this picks up on camera, but when we were trying to lift them, they didn't all come out perfect with the bottom of the grade board. Here, you can see this one's up maybe 1/8 of an inch or so. 3/16 of an inch maybe. So with that being off on the bottom, it's gonna affect our next board, and they're gonna be, I don't know, 3/16, 1/8. This could be 1/4. It just depends where we set it. And some are worse than others. This wall is not too bad. The back wall wasn't perfect. So it just kind of depends. That's why we had to measure all the ones for the two, the front and the back wall the same way. So we're gonna put a piece of metal down there anyway, so it's not gonna necessarily matter that it's not all the way to the grade board, and then we're gonna backfill. So it doesn't have to be perfect on the bottom, but that's why it affects the measurements and why I have to measure each one on the top. The worst time to run out of nails. I think taking a couple days break was good. Sheets don't seem that heavy today. Maybe I needed that. right, so got it up. The ladder was off center. That was the hardest part, is to try to keep the weight centered. But the next one I think is actually slightly bigger, not by much. Like, we're talking just a little cut piece over a couple inches maybe, but hopefully I can center the ladder a little bit better, and then it won't be so bad. But we're halfway across. I still gotta cut those. That's my procrastination. It's been 2 weeks at least since I put those on, but I don't want to crawl up there and snap a chalk line and cut them, so I do have to do that. Maybe I'll do that this week. Start this camera a little. Move it back here. Right there. Up a little. Huh? What?
It's not pointing.
Can you push that side up? Push it up. My hand pushed it up. Alright, slide it over.
I can't. Probably wasn't any easier with my help.
No. Not really. Ready or what?
Oh, we got farther apart.
I know.
Hold on one second. I just need to get up this good stuff.
One gable end is done. So it went pretty easy. I think it was honestly harder with 2 people to lift it up than it was with 1. It just is super awkward with 2 people on 2 ladders. So I think the next side I tried to do it myself. The reason we had to do 2 is because I got these mounds on the ground and I couldn't put the ladder right in the center. So it made it a little bit more difficult to steady the board because it kind of went sideways. But up there at the top, I don't know if it picks up right there. I just need a little tiny piece. It's probably actually covered by the soffits, but I'll end up putting a piece in there because it'll make me feel better about it. So we'll knock out the other side and then we'll pick this back up when we do the gable end between the garage and the house, because the other side is exactly the same as this, just flipped. So we'll pick it back up when we do the garage to the house. Well, I thought because this side was similar, well, I thought it was the same at first. I thought it would go quicker, but Tina reminded me that this gable end is taller because the house is taller than the garage. So it's taking a little bit more time. This one right here, I just put up as a full sheet, another full sheet, and then we got to cut one. Actually, might have, yeah, full sheet, cut, and cut. So it's just heavier lifting up these full sheets. And then also too, I thought it'd be easier because this is closer to the ground, but my ladder, I can't extend it out like we had on the other side. So I'm having to work off the A-frame and then try to lift the board up. So it's just a little bit tougher than I thought. So we should get this one done today. And then I might have to wait till the garage end tomorrow, but it'll need a couple pieces up there, 3 or 4 small pieces. And then once we get this done, we'll do those small ones and then we can get it taped. And then the 2 big ends, tough ends, will be done. This side is mostly done. My nail gun, the battery is dead. So I got the couple little pieces. There's one here, and then real tiny here and here. So 4 little pieces. I'll knock that out in the morning and then we can work on the garage side. You can see one there, right there. I got to do that little corner piece too. So almost done with the sheathing. We'll finish it in the morning. I'll get this taped and we'll finish the garage to the house transition and we'll be done finally. Well, it's the next morning now. We're getting a little bit of early start today because it's supposed to be windy today. I think right now, I don't know if the wind picks up on here or not. I got the big camera, so hopefully the microphone cover helps, but about 10 mile-an-hour winds with 20 mile-an-hour gusts, and it's supposed to get up to, I think, 18 mile-an-hour winds today with 35 mile-an-hour gusts. So my hope is that I can get all the boards up there, or at least get a good chunk done before it gets too windy. They're not too big. It's, I don't know, 2.5 feet tall, so hopefully I can get a good chunk done before it gets too windy. But I'm not sure how it's going to go for filming today due to the wind. So if I have to voice over, I will, but I guess we'll see. So I'm going to get the first board cut here and then we'll get it put up. There we go. That is better. Perfect. It would be helpful if I brought the nail gun with me though. So these 4 pieces are exactly the same because of the distance between the roofs. It doesn't change as you go up. So these 4 are exactly the same. I cut these 4 at the same measurements, obviously. And then the one at the top, I'm gonna have to trim down because I only need, it's like 17.5 feet. So I only need like 1.5 feet from this last piece. So I get these fastened on, and then we can move to the last one, which is gonna be slightly different because the ridges or the pitches of the roof are going 2 separate ways. All right, the wind picked up big time, so I know it's gonna be pretty windy in this GoPro that I'm filming on, but I apologize for that. If it doesn't pick up, I'll dub in what it says, but we got it all done, this side. So this piece here was the only tricky one because both roofs are 412 pitch, but they're different lengths, so the pitch is slightly different. So we need the 412 going down this way and also the 412 going up. So it was a little bit tricky, but we got it in, and I'm gonna finish taping real quick and get off, and then we'll pick it back up. I'm not sure if this is OSHA approved or not, but this is a little bit quicker than using a ladder. So it feels like Tina's been carb loading a little bit. Well, I was gonna attempt to put some drone shots of the house in here, but it's just too dang windy today. So here's just some shots with the camera from around the house with the sheathing. 98% done. There's just a couple areas in front of the doors, which we can't do yet because the front and back doors aren't fully framed in yet. And we still have to do the porches. So once we get the porches, we can knock those out, and then we'll be done with sheathing. So that's where we'll leave this one. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you on the next video.